Next up, at UFC Vegas 84, we have Tom Nolan taking on Nikolas Motta. Tom Nolan is undefeated in his career, and he has 4 knockout wins. I've had 6 fights. Taking on Nikolas Motta. This guy's 13-5 overall, 2-2-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that no contest to Trey Ogden. It was a submission loss. They ruled it a no contest. Anyway, he's taking on Tom Nolan. Tom Nolan, official UFC debut, had a nice win in the Contender Series, but official UFC debut, he's a long, lean striker. When you watch tape, he's got that like hunchback, lurchy, kind of like nothing crazy, but a little bit.
Show that off. Back up and show it off.
Like a little.
Oh, I thought we were going down.
He's got like this style. The Corey Sandhagen. He's got the Corey Sandhagen going on there. Looks exactly like Corey in his fighting style, the way he's sort of slouched, his striking. I'd argue he's a better striker than Corey Sandhagen. I said that in Quick Picks a few weeks ago. People lost their minds that I could possibly imply somehow Corey's the greatest striker in the division. Anyway, he looks very similar to Corey in that striking style. He's accurate. He's technical. He has no problem getting into a brawl. He's got a pretty good chin. You're going to break down tape. You watch him get blasted more than one time, and he's just in that fight, seems pretty unfazed. He's just going to keep coming forward. He's got pressure. He's got volume, tons of power. Takedown defense, not great, though. I don't think he's going to need it in this fight. He's taking on Nikolas Motta, also a striker, a very good striker that he's explosive. He's athletic. He moves well. He's got speed, diversity. He's got solid takedown defense himself, and that just sort of keeps him loose on his feet. Does a really good job being patient and then just absolutely letting his hands go when he has the opportunity. He did just get submitted by Trey Ogden. They overturned it because the referee came in, and it was pretty clear the referee made a mistake.
Fucking idiot.
Stopped it a little too early, but nothing was going to change in that fight. And Nikolas was losing the striking exchanges. That does play into this pick quite a bit. While we have seen time and time again, fighters are much better than the what have you done for me lately, right? The narrative for me right now and the narrative this week for a lot of people, and we might all end up looking stupid, is going to be Nikolas Motta. I go like this, and the camera's AI just goes to my crotch. Because you can do gestures, and it like zooms in on certain things. And I went like this. See, you're just a fucking.
I just try to be professional.
Loser.
But I literally just try to stay professional at all times. And you're sitting here being like,
you're a fun sponge. You're a fun sponge. That's what you are.
What if it zooms in on my penis?
When you have to zoom out, it would have to zoom out.
Oh, is that so? Back up and see it. Let's see it. I'll send you $10,000. You pull it out right now.
It's worth more than that. The YouTube suspension alone is worth $10,000. I'll let you sit on that number. A year's salary.
I thought you were gonna.
How about I get to keep a year's salary?
How about that? Then you'll know how big it is. Yeah, but I'll let you sit on it.
Anyway, Nikolas Motta did not look good in his last fight. And the easy narrative, I'm going the easy narrative route here. The easy narrative is he was getting outstruck by Trey Ogden, and Trey Ogden is nowhere near the striker that Tom Nolan is. That is the easiest narrative, an easy path. I'm taking that path. I am picking Tom Nolan for those reasons specifically. But Nikolas Motta almost has 20 fights. Nikolas Motta is a very good striker, and it is not outrageous for Nikolas Motta to win. So, Tom Nolan is the pick simply because he's a very, very good striker, and Nikolas Motta looked like trash in his last fight. I am not spending money on Tom Nolan. Not at minus 330, a UFC debut, only 6 professional fights, fighting sort of a veteran here. So I'm going to leave that alone, and this would not be the first time that somebody was supposed to get the crap kicked out of him because they sucked the fight before and showed up looking good. Again, I am picking Tom Nolan. He is going to be the pick to win this fight. I can't bet on a guy with 6 fights, not here, not in this matchup. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, I'm going to say something kind of really dumb, and honestly, it might be the first dumb thing. You might want to screen record this, or everyone sit down and get ready, because it might be the first dumb thing I've ever said on this channel. But I think that these odds are going to look either like, oh yeah, like of course, and I can't believe he wasn't a -4, -500, because he just flatlines this dude who's been flatlined time and time again in Nikolas Motta, or it's going to be like, oh shit, yeah, we should have known. Right? As you were saying, right, 6-0, and he's a guy that he is like one of these Steve Garcia, Trevor Peak type of guys, where it is just all gas, no brakes, in your face. And when you are one of those guys, you do leave yourself open. And one of Nikolas Motta's best punches that he throws is a counter left hand. So when you're getting a little bit too aggressive and he can sit on that left hand, he can also put anybody out. This is a guy. Yeah, this was the guy that broke my lock of the week streak. I had 10 in a row, had Cameron Van Camp, who, by the way, dating Deanna Belpita, right? Indiana guy. I want to be annoyed, but you love to see it, a win for the Indiana guys. But this is a guy that broke my streak with that left hand. So he does have power, and I think Tom Nolan's going to give him a shot. Whether he lands the shot clean and gets the knockout, I think the numbers are a little bit low on that. So I'm going Tom Nolan. In this matchup, I do like his tenacity. I like the way he's moving forward. I like the way he's finishing people. And even if he isn't getting finishes early, he keeps that pace. I mean, he will just keep kind of grinding and grinding and grinding. So I like Tom Nolan here. The bet that I got, you want to talk about premium membership, guys? And you guys are tired of hearing Angelo fucking talk about it. But I'm giving you the truth right now. One of the bets that we got two weeks ago, me, Lucky Tim, some of the people in the Discord that were there, because I placed immediately and alerted our members, was under 1.5. I think that's a good bet. The odds right now for under 1.5 are minus 220. Probably a little bit juiced at this point. I would have probably set the line at minus 175. The line that it opened up as that we got for premium members was plus 115. It was plus money for under 1.5. So, WeWantPicks.com, $10 a month. It'll pay for itself. Join me. Send me to Brazil. Obrigado. I'm going Tom Nolan.
Yeah, I mean, we're on the same side of the pick. You're more confident. Actually, you bet the line, not the fighter itself. But
I think Tom Nolan's going to force an issue early in this fight. Motta's either going to find it or he's not. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So.
No, I mean, dude has almost 20 fights. But to your point, we've seen him knocked out before. But 20 fights, plenty of experience, good power in his hands, lots of actual wins in the UFC. It's not like he's just been to the UFC and got his clock cleaned. So, yeah, should be a fun fight. This is actually a surprisingly good card. There's not a ton of wild names, stuff like that, but this is a good card, and it's a fun, like, all right, let's get back to it. What time is this card?
Well,
is this a normal time?
It's good, too, that the fights that did drop, they dropped early enough toward finding replacements, too.
I had Norma Dumont. She was the third leg of the safety parlay, so that sucked that one's gone, but it is what it is. I was all over Norman.
This is a good one. Starts at 3 Central. Main card at 6. Gets over at 9 or 10. I like those.
There you go. Competing against playoff football, though. But is what it is.
Oh, my God. Fuck the playoffs, man, dude. By the way.
You won your college national championship. Here, let me finish this. Let me finish this. We're on the same side of this pick. I don't have a bet. Jacob does have a bet. $9,200 in DraftKings for Tom Nolan. I think it's sort of a high-risk, high-reward play. Therefore, if you're building a safe cash lineup, you should not have Tom Nolan in that lineup. If you're building yourself a large multi-entry lineup, the chasing that $100,000 payout, you should have a lineup or two with Tom Nolan in there. It's not outrageous that he knocks out Nikolas Motta and does it early enough to get those extra points on top, but $9,200 is a big nut to cover. I'm not throwing him in a cash lineup. Do you agree with all of those statements?
Yeah. Sure.
There we go. If you want to unlock my bet, the rest of Jacob's, and everything else, WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. Jacob was just about to brag about his college.
Couldn't imagine waking up today and my team not being national fucking champions, baby. Michigan Wolverines. Clap it up. Like the stream in the chat for the Michigan Wolverines. I've been a lifelong fan, and I've been on this earth for a long time, and I've suffered through a lot of misery with fucking Michigan, especially the last fucking 10 or 15 years. So they finally got over the hump, finally got it done. I was pretty excited last night.
Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.